Good morning. Welcome to Mosaic. I'm Hugh Burrows. It's a special pleasure to welcome Dr. Fumitaka Matsuoka, who is a emeritus professor at the Pacific School of Religion in Berkeley and a good friend of Mosaic, Ron Nakasone, who is an artist extraordinaire and a lecturer at the GTU doctoral program. Gentlemen, welcome. We are here to talk about something that the two of you and others have labored on for some time. A 2-volume encyclopedia, Asian American Religious Cultures. Asian American Religious Cultures. It's about 1,000 pages. What's it about? Tell us something. Fumitaka, would you
Sure.
start?
The Asian Americans, and I should also add Pacific Islanders, they are very diverse groups of people. What seems to be common among them is not that obvious. So the publisher approached me several years ago to see if we can really develop the encyclopedia that is a very comprehensive terrain mapping of what's going on in the religious scenes for the Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders. And that's the reason this one came about. What I didn't understand at that point was that the Asian American religions are very complex, and also the scope of the religious scenes in the U.S. are not that clear. So how do you bring them together into an encyclopedia that is really more of the comprehensive understanding of the current religious scenes? And that was the challenge before we...
So how long did this take you?
Started actually in 2008.
Okay.
So it's several years.
You are one of the editors, and then I understand this good gentleman to your left, you invited Dr. Nakasone to come on. And Ron, how did you come on board of this?
Yes, well, I think it was, I'm not sure what year it was, but 3 of us, Professor Fumitaka, myself, and the other editor, one of the other editors, Edmund Yee, would get together for lunch, and we would hear him complain about people not doing their work. That is, he asked for articles, but they wouldn't come in. And it seems as if that we had a kind of conceptual limitations, as it were. Fumitaka was very cognizant of the Christian community and the Christian doctrines, but you know, I'm a Buddhist scholar. Edmund is a Confucian Chinese scholar, so we managed to expand, I think, the scope of the encyclopedia. And the fourth editor is Jonathan Lee. Actually, he's one of our students who had already done a encyclopedia on folklore. So he knew how to manage the mechanics of putting these together. So we brought him on aboard also. So I think but even at that, it took us, because it was such a long project, 6 years or 4 years that we were involved, our parameters changed as we went along, and we got new material. We didn't quite know how to figure this thing out. It was an evolving process.
This has just been published, and on Saturday, September 24th, you're going to hold an event.
Yes.
And what is that event, and where is it?
Well, the event will be in Japantown. I'm not exactly sure the name of the center, but it's Japanese Community
Historical Societies, right?
Well, the Japanese National Library is sponsoring it. There are other sponsors. I'm not quite sure. I can't rattle them off my...
Well, that's okay. So there's an event on Saturday between 1:30 and 4 on the 24th. We'll get that to you in a minute. And so how many faiths are you dealing with in this?
I just don't remember exactly how many, but I think it's close to like about 700 more.
Yeah, well, even Buddhism is such a diverse system. We're not talking about Japanese Tibetan Chinese. Within say, even the Japanese tradition, everyone wants to be a bishop or the boss, you see, so they all create a new sect. A new interpretation comes in and they form a new movement. So it was quite, it was hard trying to make sense of all of this chaos.
And so basically, we have a scorecard. If you're baseball fans, we have a scorecard here. You can't tell the players without a scorecard. This is about Asian religion. We're going to come back with Dr. Matsuoka and, of course, Dr. Nakasone to talk more about Asian American religious cultures and their books. Thank you.